Hi and welcome to this live stream, live editing and workflow. I'm going to edit a YouTube video anyway, so I might as well just do it together with you. My name is Christer, but Chris for short in English. Well, let's get into it. Here's my desktop and I'm going to start Davinci Resolve. I have the studio version, but I don't think I'm going to use many tools that's exclusively in the studio version, but we'll see. It's a bit slow. In the meantime, I can tell you that I've already created this project with the program called Post-Haste. I'm going to open it because I really love this program. It has nothing to do with the Davinci Resolve. The only thing this program does is it creates folders. So I've set it up so it creates automatically a new number. I can choose which type of client I have, if it's a private video or if it's a client or if it's a special YouTube series. I can have that in my sort of client, and I give it the project a name. And I've given this project the summer morning walk because that's what this video we're going to edit, or I'm going to edit today, is all about. And I've already created that as a good cooking show. I've already prepared that ahead of time and also created the project. So I've started Davinci Resolve and I've created the project. So let's start the project. Bam, it's open, but we don't have any media in it. So we'll need to go to the right place. And as I told you before, this program has already created all of the folders created here in the media. So let's change to the media pool tab down here. And I'm just simply gonna mark all of these folders and drag them into the master. And now I get a question from Davinci Resolve, and it asks me if I want to change frame rate and stuff. I'm going to say don't change, because I'm going to go to, that's the first thing I'm going to do anyway. I'm going to go to the settings, projects settings, like here. And I want this to be a 4K video because I usually edit in 4K. Let's see if there's anyone here. Yes, someone says hello. Very nice. I also had someone in the chat many hours ago asking about audio tracks. So if, I think it's called Dragon something, if he or she pops in again, I'll try to answer that question. I know that this video is shot in 4K, so I'll choose Ultra HD. I also know it's shot in 25p. I want it to play back in 25p. I could do all of this every single time, which I just did, or I can use one of our presets I've already done, but I haven't done the presets for this particular database. So I'll actually make one original, and I want this on and caching 1 second. I usually use these because if I have optimized media as original, I can choose to render the optimized media or the render cache instead of trying to re-render everything when I export the video, which makes it faster. But then you can't use the automatic sync to YouTube thingy, which is a bummer, but maybe they'll fix that in some version. So I'll go to presets and say save as, and cancel. Enter presets name. Yes, that's exactly what I do. YouTube 4K 25p. So next time I live stream, I can use this. Alrighty, I can load this up as well. Yeah, great. Everything's fine. Now I've got the all of the different folders, and I know for a fact I've only used one camera, the GH5, and this is the raw material that we have to work with. It's, I don't know how many clips is it. Let's see, data, 13 clips. Okay, maybe there's something about 6 minutes. Yeah, perhaps. So this will be a fairly short video when it's completed, because I just took a little stroll and took some photos. And also I took a lot of actual photos, and since they are DNGs, Davinci Resolve thinks that this is a movie, and actually that was my intention. So I took one step, took a photo, took one step more, took a photo, and I made this sort of motion lapse. And this is actually for another video about how to make elderflower cordial, but because you can see the elderflower bush here, but it's sort of I don't always film everything in chronological order, which is quite common. So I'll move this to the correct project. Well, let's see if anyone else can say no. Fine. Then I'll just continue. So there are two tabs of editing. Either you can use this cut page, which probably I should use because this is a very simple project and it's a YouTube, and so it's sort of made for very fast things, but I've not been comfortable with it. So I'll go to the normal timeline editor, and I've got all my media here in the media pool. Let's see, what's the first clip? So I'll put that in the preview monitor, and I can scroll here past. Okay, so I've done the typical B-roll thingy with some foreground, it's some grass, and move the camera sideways, try to keep it steady in order to get this sort of motion and feeling of depth. So it's sort of a nice, and the beginning is always bad usually, and the end is also usually bad. So we're going to cut that out, and sort of usually, okay, there's a good point, and I press the E key, and I get an in point, and then the timeline here is shifted a bit, then I'll go way there, and I press O for out, and I set an out point. Now I told the editor which part of this clip I want, and I can either choose this icon, or just push anywhere. And if I only push this one, I drag it over here, I get a lot of help that I can do. I can insert you can overwrite, replace, you can read yourself. I'm just going to insert. And what it does, it inserts that clip in this, where the playhead was. And since we didn't have any playhead, it was in the beginning. And if I do this again, and I don't choose this one, I can do it again. And then I also get the audio with me, but I don't know if I have any microphone at all with me. Yeah, I did. Speaking of microphone, I should probably turn off. Yeah, like so. I turned off the background music, because when we start to run audio, I need to put on my headphones so I can hear. Let's listen. Well, just typical morning sound. It's his. So I'll just mark that and press delete key, like so. I don't know if I want to have this background audio, but well, we'll see. Okay, this clip is fairly steady, but it's not perfect, so I'm going to stabilize it. You can do this in either you create the sort of the story or the timeline and you stabilize everything in post, or you do it as you go. I choose to just stabilize it. I have a fairly powerful, just skip the word. I have a fairly powerful computer, which stabilizes this fairly well. So I've got a computer with, it's a Ryzen 9 3900 with 12 cores. So there's 24 threads. So it packs a punch. Okay, let's preview that. Yeah, it did a good job. I usually pre-watch it because when you use these kinds of post or electronic stabilizer, sometimes it can be sort of warpy, and that's probably mostly worse than just having a bit shaky. And if I press Control F, I get full screen and I can preview. Yeah, looks nice. There's also a function that's if you have dual monitors, which I have, but it's hard to show that, but there's a workspace in the workspace menu. Thank you. There's this clean video feed, and I can choose to use one of the monitors as the full screen out. So when you're cutting and checking for stuff, I can use the other monitor, but that's not an option right now. Just gonna check. Yeah, there's someone watching at least. That's nice. Hello. Let's get back to. Just put in one clip. Let's continue. This is actually just outside my house. It's the pasture there, and this is also just outside my house. And what I've done here, I shifted the f-stop to a very, very high number. I think it's about f14, f22 something, in order to get these sun star sunbursts. Otherwise, it's there's some flaring. You might like it or you might not. So I think we can use well, we have some movement there. I'll create an in point. Yeah, I think. Like there. You can always reduce stuff. That's I'll show you in a minute. So I'll choose to use both the video and the audio file. I just press insert and it will automatically sort of push down here. And what I talked about, we can always change in the afterwards when it's in the timeline. Now it's in the normal select mode, but if I press T or push this icon, I'm in slip and slide mode sort of. And if I use this, I can either trim or make it longer or shorter. So that's a very good thing. And if you had several clips behind here, they would follow along or get pushed back. That's a very nice feature to have. I don't know, probably, yeah, that's fine. And this one as well is probably a bit, yeah, there's a little bit of shake in it. So let's try to stabilize that as well. Yep. Yep. And since there's several of these flares, we should probably have some music down. I'll get to the music because in this type of sort of it's just a B-roll collage sort of. The music will be pretty important. So then you want to sort of cut to the music, and also when something like this flare happens, you either want to put in a sound effect or have some beat in the music down here that's coincides with this, so it emphasizes that sun flare. Let's keep on. That's my barn. Okay. So that's fine. There's a bit of a shadow. Oh, like that. How about that instead? Going from the other way. I'm going from left to right instead. Yeah, that's good. Let's check that. Oh no. Let's see what I did. When the timeline head was not in the end, it sort of chops the previous one up and puts it in the middle. But if I don't want to, I just Control Z as in any computer program. Like so, that's what I wanted. Yep. Let's stabilize that as well. These are fairly stable in the beginning, so when you apply digital stabilization, it usually works fine. But if you have very unstable footage, it might look very jerky and wobbly and sort of yellow effect. This is a scarecrow. So let's see if I can get which frame. I'm trying to get the frame I want, I guess. I don't like. There's a car going by, obviously. Okay. Please settle down. Yeah, I think we can do it. Oh no. 2. Are you drunk or something? No, I was not drunk when I wasn't working. Okay, and that will be good. Like so. No, I did it again. Sorry. Back. Now, I might have a trick up my sleeve I haven't told you about, because I didn't really like it. It was a bit jumpy, so even I can stabilize that. That's probably fine. Yeah, that's sort of fine. But if I right click on the and I click clip attributes, I know for a fact that this is made in 50p, so I can slow it down with the half frame rate. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to right click and change clip speed to 50%, and I'm going to check this box ripple sequence, which is going to make it longer, like so, and it will also make it a whole lot more smooth. Creamy. So I'm going to do that for this one as well, because they're all shot in 50p. So like so. Oh well. Yep, that's some of it. Okay, what am I trying to do here? I'm trying to make some form of story. I wanted to use this one. Why didn't I use that as a foreground? Oh well. What was I thinking? Oh well. I think that I'll push it in between, because this is sort of a story. Because first we see barn, and we see that we're in the barn, and we see the scarecrow, and then we close up on the scarecrow. That will be fine. We'll stabilize that part, and we'll see. Yeah, that's 50p as well. Change the speed 50. As you can hear, the sound, if I boost the sound, it sounds horrible, and that's because it's slowed down by 50%. So we can't use this sound. So I'm going to press this delink icon and select all of these audio clips and press the D key. I don't know, for disable, I guess, because that's what it does. It disables all of the audio for the clip, so it's totally silent now. Some nice flowers. Probably. What did I do? Yeah, I did quite a lot of text. Yeah, I did some focus tracking as well. Let's see. I'm done with those. And then I got the idea. Maybe I should do focus pull. Okay. Seems I have focused on the first one. And then I focus on the second. It's hard. Maybe I've overshot. Yeah, I did. I don't know. That's maybe not good. Let's try. You can also drag it down to the timer. You don't have to go through this output monitoring thingy. We'll need to slow it down anyway. 50%. Like so. And stabilize it. Nah, I don't really like stabilization here, because since the flowers are moving, it gets this sort of yellow effect. So I'm going to disable stabilization for this one. So you can see when you choose to stabilize, it crops in the image a little bit as well. Let's see. Well, I'm not really happy with that. Let's see how the instead. What about that clip instead? change clip speed to 50. Much nicer. I think we're going to delete that. Oh, okay, what's this? Is a trampoline or something? That's not particularly interesting. I don't know really why I shot this. No, not using it. Oh, there's a nice reveal. So, which is the best first one? And there's a lot of haze coming up. It's a bit overexposed. Yeah, I think the second one is better. Like so, in point. It's for rather long, like so. Push it down. Stabilize it a little bit. The longer it is, the more power it creates, of course, but like so. Can actually push T. Oh, not that one. So if I push T, if I know I want to shorten the clip here without, I can use this and drag it down there. But if you noticed, the audio is sort of hanging with, it's not what I intended. So if I turn that on again, push T again, sorry, I need to change so that both of them are selected, then push T, then it sort of snaps to where the timeline is. Then I can, yeah, that's nice. I think we're going to use some, I can change this to 50, but there's another very nice feature within Resolve. If you right click on, you can set something called Retime Control or Control R. Let's try Control R first. What happens is I already got this change, but I can sort of speed up and slow down. So let's say I want to make this go smooth, and then I add a speed point somewhere around here, and add a new speed point, and then I change the speed to, let's say, 200%, so it's faster, and then it slows down again. And then if I right click and choose Retime Curve, I can change this from Retime Frame to Retime Speed. I get these two dots, and I can choose this. I get the Bezier curve, and it smooths out the slowing down or speeding up process. So let's see how that looks. I don't know if that's very nice, but it's something I wanted to show you anyway, because, well, it's a very handy feature. You can sort of drag this up or down, or you can change that, or how smooth the transition is. You can also change the point if you want to. Then this piece gets faster or slower, or you can change where the position is. So it's a very versatile tool, and you can do a lot with very fine control of how you want your speed to change. Alrighty, not many clips left. There are lots of things to do before we're ready. Okay, what did I do here? There's a cyclist. Not going to use that. I was probably filming the elderflower bush there. But here's a nice cat. This one we probably can use. Let's see if anyone is watching or asking anything. No, no one is asking anything. If you're free, feel free to ask anything, because if I can answer it, I will. Otherwise, I'll just keep on going. Let's see here. What is this? Oh, yeah. There's a car. I have a feeling that this was shot with a very long focal length. So that's why it's so shaky. It's even closer. Let's see, is the cat doing anything funny? That's a good one. It changes its head. This one blinks and turns its head away. That's the one. Okay, let's push it down. This absolutely needs stabilization, but it might be that this built, the easy one, this one on the side, is not the one that we really want to use for this one. We might need to go to the Fusion page in order to stabilize it the way I want it to be. Let's see if it's very shaky. Oh, there's nothing, no, there's no particular warping though, but we can checkbox this thingy here. It says camera lock, and we'll stabilize it again. And then it sort of mimics it as if it was on a tripod. And it does a very, very good job at that. So we don't need to go to the Fusion page. Otherwise, you could track something and move the footage to the tracked point, but we don't need to do that. That's fine. We'll probably want to, change the speed to 50 as well, like so. Maybe not. It's a bit too slow, but we'll deal with that later. Okay, what did I... some cranes. That's one long take. But that's okay. Let's see, what are they? Shaky. Keep still. No, I didn't. There we got first clip. Let's try to stabilize that. I sort of just rolled the camera and didn't stop, but I changed the framing and the zooming, I think, as I moved to get another shot from another angle. Yeah, let's try that. Somewhat different exposures one. That's fine. Like so. And going closer to get yet another. Let's see, what is it doing? It's walking away from me. Okay. Oh, that's nice. It's doing something. So let's use that one. Oh, very nice. Even closer. So I think maybe I can show you. Let's show you. It's shot with. Let's see if it can. Oh no, it can't focus. I'd show them. It's shot on this super zoom, 14 to 140. It's not particularly fast, but it's got very good reach, especially if you turn on the extended what's it called, the zoom in fixture. Then you can really zoom in great, like so. All right. Bam. Okay, let's see. Actually, the exposure was too bright there. Yes, I should probably take that shot instead. This turned out to be a nature shot instead. Okay, like so. All right. I think I'll skip that. There's, I don't know what it's called in English, but skata anyway. It's 80. It's fine. Let's keep that. Now I'm pushing the L key in order to make it go faster. So if you push it once, it doubles the speed, and if you push it again, it increases the speed even more. And if you push the J key, it's the opposite. It reverses with first normal speed and then extra speed. Oh well, that's one, and I think that's probably all of the clips. So now I'm going to put my timeline head at the end of the clip, and then I can read here. It says 10, that I don't remember why it says 10. It should be 00 because that's hours, I think. Or maybe it's timelines. I don't know, but that's 1 minute and 33 seconds and 16 frames. So the last one is number of frames. So that's very good to know, especially, and you need to know that in order to know how many frames you do. So if you want a half a second transition, it's a very bad one because you have 25 frames. So it's either 20, it's 22 and a half, but well, oh well, you know, you can't do that. So either 22 or 23. So, but that's good to know, the number of frames. This is nothing amazing. Absolutely not in any way. I'm not pretending it is, but well, it is what it is. Maybe I should have brought my drone as well and have some nice drone footage. But well, this is what I've got to work with. So now I think we need to unlink again. Choose all of these, mute them because I think we need to have sound. We use sound effects instead. Retime Control, like so. Now it's time for music. So that's also something that I've prepared in advance. So there's lots of different music services out there for royalty-free music. One of the big ones that I'll make a lot of commercial is Artgrid or Artlist, I think it's called. And it's probably very fine, but for small YouTubers or content creators, putting that amount of money into music, not for me, not right now anyway. So I found a couple of alternatives. And the one that I started with is this one. It's called filmmusic.io, and it's, sorry, I'm going to change. So you don't need to see my face. Oh, sorry, not my face. That's the other one. You need to see only the screen. So filmmusic.io is a very good place to go. I think it's very famous within the YouTube world. So I've chosen to watch it by genres, and there's a whole bunch of them, and there's many songs. I don't know how many hundreds of songs there are, but there are lots of them. So let's see, what would we want for this? Something just backgroundy, right? Oh, let's say holiday, just for kicks. We can sort of, yeah, we can listen to them. And either you can buy it, and then it says there, it's quite small. It says 20 euros. So you can do an extended, you can broadcast them as such. So you can do very much stuff with it. Either you can choose to download it, and this is something I really like. I can use the free license, the common license, and then you download it, and you get an MP3 instead of a WAV file. And what the thing I really like is you get this automatically generated, what they want you to create them with in the after texts or in the YouTube description. And this is something that I think everyone that uses with Creative Commons should do, because that's just so easy. You just copy this text, put it in the description of your video, and in the end of your video, or having running somewhere, you need to credit them, so you know you have not made the music. So that's very nice and fine. And you can also, I don't really remember if you're allowed to get monetized with this or not. I'm not monetized anyway, so, but maybe someday I will be. I don't know, but I don't really want to have the risk of getting banned for something or not be able to monetize. So this is a good place, a very good place actually, especially if you buy them. Then you don't have any problems with copyright strikes. But there's more. Hold on. Another one that I really like. Let's see, I can find it. Yeah, it's this one. It's called musicformakers.com, and they have got something that they call Unlimited, and they have got at the moment 240 songs. I think they have had the same number for quite a long while, so they are not adding any music to their library, but those songs are good. And so you can buy all of those 240 songs for, let's see, where did it say? Yeah, down here, $199. So that's not particularly cheap, but on the other hand, you only pay once and you can use all of them how much you like. So comparing that to a subscription, yeah, the subscription has lots more music, of course, but then you need to pay perpetually. Well, when you the songs that you already been using in your videos, they don't get taken down, but you can't use them in the future. So I like this site. It's got very nice. Okay, let's go to the songs. Very nice sort of graphics for each representation of the audio. There's sort of nice tagging, and I think the songs are very good. But you need to pay $25 to get just one song. So that's why I like the 199 bundle thingy ultimate. I'm probably going to buy that sometime in the future, but for right now it's a little bit too much. So the third option that I have actually bought, it's called promusicpack.com, and their website is not particularly well or nice. It seems like something from the 90s or something. It's very basic. It's just all of their songs. And the good thing is you can buy them for $37. It says it expires, but it says that probably all the time it expires. It was many weeks since I bought this, and it's still the same. So $337 is nothing. I mean, many of the other sites, they want $20 or $25 for just one song. Here you get, how many do you get? 237 royalty-free tracks. So I bought that one. The music is not super good, but it's good enough for most of the stuff that I do. Well, if you've been hanging out in the pre-stream a bit, you'll probably heard most of them within this chill out category, because that's what's been looping in the background. So I bought it. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but so we're going to try to find a track within these. I have got one more place that I've bought music from. So let's go and see if we can find music. Not from that place. Let's see. Video assets. Let's see, music, and let's see. I've also got music from other places where, for various reasons, you get a track that you can use for royalty fee, some sort of promotion or something. But let's see if we can find something that's nice. There, Pro Music. What vibe are we looking at today then? Let's see. Well, music, uplifting. Yeah, that's probably it. Let's see what uplifting says. Yeah, well, how's the stream going? I'm just going to check the stream, because I don't know if the stream is on. Yep, the stream is on. Right. Let's go. So this is Crowning Glory. It's 1 minute and 33 seconds. How long was my clip? Perfect match. Should probably turn on length here. Oh, there's so many. Yeah, let's see. There's no beat to this music. It's nice, but there's no beat. And it's good to have a beat if you want to cut to the music. So let's bit up a beat. And there's a beat. Boom, boom. Yeah, it's a contender. Nice, but no. Morning view. Oh, well, this is a morning, so nah. Too slow, I think, right? I like it, but it's too slow, I think. Too bombastic, I think. This is a very big part of making a video, actually. At least for me, finding the right music. Top of the world. Seems good. There's probably something changing now. We'll take this one. Let's go with this one. It's not that big a deal right now. Let's just on top of the world. So now I have a folder for music. So I drag the top of the world music to there, like so. Then it's just to drag it down to new. Then automatically a new audio layer is created. And just for kicks, we can right click and change color type to yellow. Then I can see that I'm not a musician or a very good audio guy, but I know some stuff at least. So let's see here. Maybe we want to have some form of text or something before we not like that. Try to align this with the music, like so. Well, there's a beat. Let's see, where's the beat? There's. I think it was there. And now it's very good to use the T key because then I can prolong this clip so it matches. But then it's very important to choose this clip again because this last part that was not stabilized, I need to restabilize because otherwise they will jump and it will become bigger. So I've done that. Maybe this is a bit, probably should lower the volume a bit so you won't get. Let's see how that's. No, I don't know. Maybe you should. What was the direction? Yeah. Let's change track to directions instead. I didn't like there was no beat to I mean, it was a nice one, maybe 3 minutes. I'm a bit undecided today. Let's see if we can use this one instead. Then we just mute that track. That's what these different things are. This is for locking, so you can't change it. It's a bit uncertain, actually. I think it has something to do with if it's pasting in it. I need to check that out. Or if anyone knows, tell comments because I haven't checked. I don't know every nook and cranny of this program, but I know enough. And this is solo, and you can actually have both solo and mute. which is odd, but let's mute it. No, that doesn't work either because it's not that type of footage. So let's see, we can go find some other music. This one is called Utopian Shores. Let's try this one instead. This is nothing. Oh, this is really how it is. I mean, I'm showing you not only my process but the actual way it is to, at least for me, to make videos. But I don't think that my process is that different from many of the other sort of bigger YouTubers or their editors. But yeah, there's wooden instruments with a click. I think we can cut that too. There it is. So I press the T button, T, and then I can drag it, shorten it. Yep, that's a nice transition. Cut to the music. I should probably mention, when I zoom like so, I could use this zoom slider, but I'm not using it. I'm using my mouse wheel. But not only the mouse wheel, because that doesn't do anything, but if you hold down the Alt key, which is actually very common in many programs, if you use the Alt key and the mouse, then you can scroll, which is a very handy feature. So there's the beat. There it is. Push T again, band. And if I mark the empty space that's on the screen right now and push delete, it ripples. So the clip that's away will get closer. Oh, there it is. Could actually change it. You don't need to cut on the same type of beat every time. It might be monotonous and you can change it up a bit. So I can change on this, I think it's a guitar string instead. Let's try with that. That works fine. Let's try like so. Just a tiny bit, shave it off. Yeah, nice. Okay, let's not try. I think we can go back to the click now. Yeah, like so. Shorten that. I think we need to go make this a little bit longer. And since I have all of these, let's undo that so you can see. I have my playhead. I found the beat using the arrow keys back and forth, sort of nailing when does that sound that I want to cut with appear. And I have the T selected and I have both of these selected. So when I make the cursor like this, I can drag it and then it automatically snaps. You see there's a gray line up and down, which means this is where the playhead was. So it's very easy to make that cut or make that clip longer to where the playhead is. That's a very nice feature. No questions. Let's see if anyone is watching. Yeah, it seems that someone is watching at least. It's fine. Let's go back. Oh, this was very nice, actually. I had not intended that, but the voice, and it coincides very well with this sort of misty haze thingy. I like that. Oh, there's an all called beat change in. I'm not really good at music terms, but I think it's there. Like so. Maybe it's skip. You can always scroll in and look at the waveforms down here. Yeah, I think it's right. Maybe one frame. Nah, that's fine. Or maybe one more frame. Maybe one frame. And when you zoomed in very much, you can see here these tiny sort of gray markers. There's the individual frames. When you zoomed in, this is, come on. So if I use the left and right arrow key, I can jump between each and every frame. So I can do like so. Let's see if that transition. That's fine. Oh, well. This clip might be a bit too long. I mean, the audience has the time to fall asleep before it. But maybe not. Haven't I stabilized this? Yes, I have. It's still super shaky. Let's try with the camera lock. Isn't that magic, right? Let's look at that again. Like, I should know, like so. No stabilization. Jumpy, 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 jumpy. Okay. And then we say camera lock and stabilize. And the computer does its magic. And then rock steady. I mean, this is just crazy. It's too easy. No, it's not too easy, but I mean, let's try the same thing here because why not? These are very nice tools. I like them. And these stabilization tools, you can get them in the free version. That's not the studio version only stuff. Oh, what's in the only studio version? It's you. I think it's you. You can't do 8K. No, you can't do 8K. I think in the free version, and you can't do 10-bit. I think. Yeah, that's probably because. Yeah, I was at the client and I was not going to do a job, but I did a job. So I filmed and I filmed in 10-bit because that's the way to go. At least I think so. And the customer only, they had shot some clips themselves and their hardware couldn't, or software couldn't support the 8-bit. So I tried to use the free version on my laptop and it couldn't play it back. And that because it can only handle 8-bit, or maybe it's just it can't handle 10-bit for 4K, but it couldn't play it back anyway. Let's try This one's too. Oh, dang. I don't know if I want to lose that much resolution. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. It's really good to have it close up. I mean, who's looking on a 4K monitor anyway? Not me. I'm not having 4K monitors editing anyway. My monitor is 1444, I think, so it's somewhere in the middle. Actually, I've been thinking of getting 4K monitors, but, well, not for now. So actually, they're more resolution than I can see. Oh, something has happened. That's probably not bad. Not good, I mean. I need to restart restart later. Something has gone wrong. Is the stream working? Yeah, seems. Yeah. Can I change? Was it the other camera? Wait. No, that camera is fine. My computer crash? I don't know. Something happened. I don't know. As long as the stream works, I'm not going to bother. Oh, I just realized something stupid. You probably haven't heard anything because because the audio has been turned off. That's my bad. Oh well. Could have told me so. Oh well, no worries. Let's see here. Was this shot in clip attributes? Yep. Have I shown? Nope, I have not. This one is also change clip speed. %. Oh. Yep. No. Actually, change clip speed. There's several ways to change the speed. Either you can use change speed like so. Let's turn off the retime controls. You can change the speed here, or you can do in the change clip attributes. The video frame rate is this clip is shot at 50p, 50 frames per second, but I can change it to be interpreted like 25, and that means that this footage is, well, slowed down, but it won't ripple it, so it's the same amount. Let's see, it's the same duration, but it's much slower. So if it would slow it down, it would be the double of length. But doing this way, it's just well, it pushes, so it's the same length but slower. If you get what I mean. Let's stabilize that as well. Like so. I think I'm getting to be fairly done. I've sort of, well, it's almost 9 o'clock, so I've done this for an hour. I don't think I'm going to do more, so I will keep streaming a little bit of this. I think tomorrow, probably the same time at 8 o'clock. But then I will be. What I'll be doing then? Well, this is sort of a basic edit. It's not as fast as I would do if I were only editing, But I mean, not very much different. It takes time because you need to watch the footage. At least I do. Probably editors who can do this much faster and not really watching the footage back as much as I do. I'm going to continue to try to tomorrow, or the next time at least. I'm going to continue to cut to this music, Utopian Shores from well, the place. You know the place. Where did I? Well, I've closed that tab, so you know the place. Or I'll put it on the description down below. So that's what I really need to do. I want to have some form of text here, talking about what kind of video this is. I'll probably put in a voiceover, but that's nothing something I'm going to do a live stream, but maybe some ASMR. That's very hot right now. ASMR voiceover. So I'm talking very close to the mic with a sort of dreamy voice. So that's that, and then we need to have some form of outro, thanking the viewer for watching and that kind of stuff. And one big thing is, of course, going to the color tab, because this video clips are shot in a very flat picture profile, not a log profile, because I haven't upgraded my GH5 to log, but it's a fairly flat picture profile. So if you pick up the scopes, no, let's see, not the histogram, waveform. The waveform, you can see there's probably one thing you can do. You can always push the automatic button, and you have to wait a little bit because it's, yeah, I didn't really like the result of that. It's a bit too blue, but you can always change stuff in afterwards. But there's quite a big difference between what's shot in camera and what Resolve thinks. But this is the morning. This has been cooled down quite a lot. You can't see the temperature change, but so I would probably warm this back, and I would probably add some even more contrast, saturation, boost, minus boost, in order to tweak the colors and put some vignette on. And so, and also we might go into. We haven't done any transitions whatsoever. It's just been clean cuts all the way, and for the most part, I like clean cuts. But in this type of video where there's no story, say, there's no people talking or nothing. It's just emotion, trying to convey some sort of emotion. It's dreamy. It's summer morning, and there's animals. You can have some different type of transitions. So if no one is wanting to ask anything also, then I'm going to turn the stream. Yep. Like so. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. Don't forget to push the thumbs up if you liked it, or if you didn't like it, please press the thumbs down. That's totally fine as well. But if you do, I would appreciate you leaving a comment why you did. Oh well.